Hey everybody, it's Richard with Rip One Outdoors. Hey, it's good to be back with you. For just a few minutes, we're going to put the spotlight on a new bike. It's the Freedare Saiga. Hey, we got a lot to show you, so y'all hang around. Let's roll that intro. Alright y'all, it's good to be back with you. As we stated, we've got the Freedare Saiga. It's a 26-inch fat tire e-bike in the mountain bike style. What we're going to do now is we're going to start showing you close-ups and telling you all about some of the mechanical functions of this bike, and we're going to also get into the app and show you some of the electronic functions of it. Y'all hang around, don't go anywhere. Okay y'all, let's start taking the bike little by little, and we'll walk around. I'm going to show you all the details that I can, and some we may have to tell you later on our ride. First of all, we're going to take a look at the handlebar up here. Smooth rubber grips, thumb throttle, 7-speed Shimano shifter, we're used to seeing that, bell, beautiful color LCD display. Here's your touchpad over here. The touchpad comes separate and you have to mount it on the handlebar. Just wanted to show you all that. I took the wire, and instead of just running it, I wrapped it up in the wire management system here. That turned out good. Doesn't come with a bar end mirror. I put that on there. Got these nice Tektro hydraulic brakes. It also has a USB port that's plugged into the back of the display. Zoom handlebar. And as you can see, the handlebar has a slight curvature to it. It's not straight. Nice double LED headlight. Front suspension fork with adjustment and lockout. On the front you have a 160 millimeter brake rotor. Y'all, this is a 48 volt battery, 20 amp power. Let's pop it out. And those are Samsung cells right there. We'll pop it back in. Of course, you can see here the GPS module. It's mounted right behind the seat post. 44 tooth chain ring. Wanted to tell you about the rack and the fenders. They were supplied to me for the company because I asked for them for my testing. And if you decide you want rack and fenders, then it's an additional cost. Bafang brushless motor. 750 watt with a 1000 watt peak, 80 newton meters of torque. The Freewheel is a Shimano 7-speed 1428. Shimano tourney derailleur, and it has a derailleur protector. The taillight is battery operated. It mounts to the rack. Nice little switch. Cell Royal seat with a 30.4 millimeter seat post. And again, we'll mention the Tektro hydraulic brakes, and those are 160 millimeter brake rotors. Well-go pedals. There's your torque sensor. Have a little plug here where you can externally plug your battery charger, and the battery charger for this bike is a 3 amp battery charger. So the battery can be charged in the bike or outside the bike. Y'all, I just have to point out this beautiful frame and the welding. That's A1 first class welding right there. Look at that. And that paint is kind of a matte finish. It comes in two different colors. It comes in a black and this silver right here. I love this silver. Beautiful Kenda tires. Have the reflective stripe around the sides. There's a pretty good look at the tread pattern. Yeah, I wanted to tell y'all about the company's customer service. I had a question about some of the connectivity, the IoT that you see on the website. Had no idea what that means. I could have Googled it or whatever, and I said, you know, it's a good time to find out what kind of customer service we have here. So I sent them an email, and 2 hours later, they sent me an email back. I'm not going to read it off to you, but their answer to me was that the IoT means Internet of Things. And if you look into that, it's the technology that's embedded into appliances, bicycles, and everything, so that remote monitoring and data collection and tracking and anti-theft features can be performed on these electric bikes. I'll post that clip on the screen so you can read that for yourselves. I want to show y'all the theft detection feature, okay? And what happens if you have your bike locked. Let's just say you're at a business, or you're getting some chicken at Bojangles or something like that, and somebody comes out and bumps your bike or jostles it or tries to walk off with it. I want to show you what happens. I mean, you can just literally mess with some of the roll it back and forth, and there you go. That's what happens. Let me open that up. It tells you that that e-bike has been moved. So, with that being said, I mean, that's a very nice option right there to have. Because I tell you why. I mean, yes, here, I'll show you this. Just because you have your bike locked does not mean that someone can't come and turn the power on, because it's locked now, you see. But I could come here and turn the power on, and I wish it wasn't that way. It may be something that they have in the works now. But you can turn the power on and get on the bike and ride it off. But if that happens, all you have to do is go to the app and find my bike. So here it says find my bike. Shows success. There's Joe Bennett Road right there. Let's just say someone had got on the bike and rode it down the road, or was going over Ridge Road on it. It would track the bike. It would track it using the app. Okay guys, I want to show you how to set your app up, and maybe some critical settings that you want to turn on if you want to engage the theft detection. What the app will do is it will alert you when some monkey business is going on with your bike. Somebody messing around with it, or somebody run into it, or knocked it over, or something like that. Because it has all these sensors. It's the Internet of Things that I should talk to you guys about. So how do we set that up? Well, once you got your app and you got your bike set up, I go in and click on this profile right here, and that's going to bring up settings. And I'm going to go to this line right here that says message notification. I want to turn on theft detection. Yeah, how do you want to be notified that there's somebody monkeying around with your bike? Through email notifications, through SMS notification, that's text, through app notifications, or phone notifications. I just have text turned on because it's going to send you a text real quick like. Notification frequency, you want to turn that on, like I got it set on 10 minutes. It's gonna alert you every 10 minutes that there's somebody has messed with your bike, okay? Hey, I tell you what we're gonna do now. Let's go down the road and let's rip this thing, and let's see what it'll do. All right, everybody. Hey, it's good to be out with you on this ride. We got beautiful weather. We got 62 degrees and a beautiful blue sky. First thing I want to mention to y'all is doing this video a little bit different. Usually we do the unboxing and the assembly, and we put that up front. On this one right here, we're going to put that at the very end. Of course, we're going to show you the specs and features right up front. That way you can know what you're looking at. Then we're going to throw the ride in there. And then, as we said, we'll put the unboxing and assembly at the end. First thing I want to talk about is maybe my posture. And I'll try to show y'all that in a side shot here before we get through with the ride. But it's definitely got me leaning over in an aggressive posture. That's the typical posture of a mountain biker, right? But I do well on it. The weight of the bike itself is 85 pounds. and that's with the battery. Yeah, the website shows the bike is recommended for people that are 5'6" to 6'5". And I'll just tell y'all that I am 6 foot tall. My inseam is a 32. The bike has a 2-year warranty, and that's listed on the website. And it is UL certified, and I'll put a graphic up with the certification numbers, the documents, put that on the screen. Yeah, you know, we talked about one time on a ride about an e-bike buffet. About what if you could go and build a bike that had exactly what you wanted on it. It had top quality components. Seemed like every time you look for a bike, there's always something missing, you know? And you want to get one with the best components that you can find. For the most part, this bike checks all the boxes. I think it could have been better off with a better derailleur, maybe a few other things, but I can tell you this: for the price that you're paying for this bike, or for the money you're saving buying this bike, hey, you can afford to go put you a better derailleur on it. Hey, let's get down in the pit and ride around a little bit. How about that? Yeah, what'd you think about that? I mean, whenever I first saw the bike, I said, you know what? With the Bafang motor, the hydraulic brakes, Tetra. Let's see, y'all, we got a ditch here. I don't know about this. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Alrighty. And it pulled right on out of there, look at there. I give it a little throttle because I had it in pedal assist 1. And did y'all see that? That thing come right on out of that ditch. So here we are with a muddy bike again. I'm not a mountain biker. I do like to bring my bikes that I want to ride that are in the mountain bike style. I like to bring them over to the dirt pit. All kind of challenges presented here. Yeah, there's sand, dirt, clay, mud, everything you can imagine here. We're still in pedal assist 1, guys, and I'm gonna tell you something else. This torque sensor is doing a job. We're gonna be hitting some ruts, running through some sand. Like that. Bumps, hills. Yeah. I know we mentioned this already to you guys, but if you haven't already, hey, go check out the website. Now, personally, I found the website to be very informative. It pretty much told me everything that I wanted to know about their bikes. They have this bike right now, and they have the Eden. The Eden is more of a cruiser style bike. All right, let's go through here. A little land bridge here. But there's all kind of gullies and ravines across it. Nothing the bike can't handle, but nothing that's dangerous. See, we're coming up on a little hill up here like this. I don't have no big major hills to climb. This is Mississippi. But we got some ugly looking stuff here like this. Check this out. That is way too muddy. We got a big rain here the other day, so you won't see me getting down in the pit there because that is really, really muddy. I like the tread on the Kenda tires. They're doing a good job. So yeah, whenever I first saw the Freedare Saiga, I'm like, you know, that bike has some great components on it. Has the Tektro brakes, as we've already said, the Bafang motor, the app, and hey, we're getting a lot of good use about the app. Maybe I can show you some of that in here in a few minutes. What else? It's got that 48 volt, 20 amp hour battery. And y'all, I tell you what, this thing ought to do really good with a range. They're saying 90 miles. I'm not quite sure about that. But I can tell you, with the right conditions and the right size rider, it's gonna come close. I tell you what we're gonna do right here and right now. I had some tests done. This past weekend I went down to a little place. Some of my viewers will remember it. It's the Possum Walk. And we went down the Possum Walk, and the Possum Walk trail was flooded. Had some backed up river water in there. So we didn't get much in the Possum Walk trail. But I can tell you we did do some pedal assist testing in there. And so before we go any further, I'm gonna take y'all to the pedal assist test right now. And we'll run that and then we'll meet y'all back here, okay? Back in the dirt pits here. Okay, y'all, I got the app open here now. Let's see. There you go, Freedare. All right, I'm gonna click on the little bike icon here. And that, if it wasn't loaded, it would load it right then. And you see it does have it loaded. 64% battery, 64% battery. I've got 20 miles on this bike already. So let's see what this thing can do. I'm gonna reach down here. I'm in the little bike icon right now. I'm gonna reach down and start a route. I'm gonna hit go. All right, if you can see here, I'll show you some of the things it shows here. You got meter at the top and map. The map shows you where I'm at. I'm on the old Gainesville Road in Pearlington, Mississippi. Import route book, I don't know anything about that. I got the meter on now. I'm fixing to start a ride. Okay, so if I hit start, it tells me, it pretty much syncs itself up with the display. You can change the riding modes here. Eco green, normal blue, and sports is red. To let y'all know what I did when I started looking at this app here, first thing I had to do was go in and set up the settings, okay? I went to settings here and I went to display unit and it was set for kilometer. I changed that to mile, okay? And other than that, that's about all I had to do. Let's just say I was to get another Freedare bike. I could add that bike right here. Just hit the plus sign and then just go through the routine, you know. They send you a little verify text and you put that number in here on your app and then it verifies what this number. See this number right here, LS869 blah blah blah, all that is unique to this Freedare Saiga right here. So controller, brake levers, pedal sensors, throttle. Let's see what the hub motor it says. Everything's working fine. Y'all see that? Okay, so you may ask me, what if you're not using the app? Just using the pedal assist settings, what will it do throttle only? I'll show you. The throttle only speed is not regulated by the pedal assist settings. As you can see, we're already up to 28 miles per hour. Using throttle only, and we're in pedal assist 1, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which pedal assist you're in. Now let's just run it through the normal pedal assist, okay? Pedaling. All right, we're in pedal assist 1. Use the throttle to bump it up a little bit. Now we're just gonna start pedaling, okay? Pedal assist 1 just with a normal pedal rate is going to take us to around, I'm thinking around 17 some odd miles per hour. Let's bump it up to 2, okay? Here we go. About 22. Pedal assist 3. And right on up to 28. There you go. All right, so I hope y'all enjoyed the pedal assist test. Did down there, and it's certainly a beautiful ride down that country. That's down in Pearlington, Mississippi, a little close to a little place we call Log Town. All right, y'all, we're gonna start winding this thing down. So I tell you what, we're gonna say again, if you haven't already, go check out that website. If you're wondering about the customer service of the company, you know what I'm gonna challenge you to do? Go to their website and click on the support and send them an email. Just ask them a question about this bike. Ask them a question about the Eden. Anything you want to ask. Yeah, go do that. And you make your own decisions about whether it's a good company. I think it is. So that being said, hey, let's take you back and let's get into the unboxing and the assembly. Okay, everybody, here we go. Let's do the unboxing of the Freedare Saiga. Y'all ready for this? Let's get it done. Let's see, the box came in, they had it standing up on the side. First of all, it was delivered by Metropolitan Warehouse Delivery or something like that. If I got that wrong, you know, sorry about that. But it was like a furniture moving, or they haul, they're an independent hauler, specialized, you know. Let's see. But you can look at the box, and there ain't a blemish on it. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at the foam. Man, hey, you could float across the Pearl River on that right there, couldn't you? Oh man, look at that. Talk about well packaged. I think we can go ahead and get this thing out of here just like this. All right, let's get all this stuff cleaned up and I'll throw it out and we'll get the bike in here where we can take a better look at it, and then we'll go from there. When you get the bike, the stem is spun around like this. I loosened it up a bit, spin it around, okay? And then I'm gonna just kind of halfway line it up there and just kind of snug it up for now. Out of the accessory box, I have our little control pad here. I'm gonna go ahead and plug that in before we put the handlebar on. Okay, let's put the handlebar on. Okay, before we move on any further up to front, putting the wheel on and everything, let's get our kickstand put on. I'm gonna fold it up, watch it, making sure it don't pinch you. Okay, they send the bike with this, it's like a temporary bolt, but this is actually the bolt that's gonna be used to hold the front wheel on. Just unscrew it, pull it out. Got a nut on the other side over here, like so. Got a plastic spacer here in the brakes, just like we normally do. We're gonna pull that out. Align the brake rotor like we normally would in the brake caliper. I really like that. That's very secure. These little fender stays are going to mount to the fork. They've got a little rubber plug right there. You'll screw all day long and you won't get a screw to go in it with that plug in there. So remove that plug. These are the bolts that were supplied with the fenders. Isn't that pretty? Good job. Okay, it's rear fender time. The rear fender is not going to be an easy task. I'm going to show you some things that I think will make it a bit easier task for you. Because of the location of these screws right here to the proximity of the tire, I highly encourage you to deflate the tire completely. I have the bike up on my helping hand rack here, but if you don't, I mean, that's okay. You can do this on the ground. But deflate the tire completely. And if you've got someone who can help you to compress this tire like this, that's what you need. But if you're working right by yourself, I would encourage you to, I'm going to take a piece of packing foam and put back here between the tire and the fender. I haven't attached the screw down at the bottom yet. The fender attaches in two places. It attaches right here behind the seat post and right here down at the bottom behind the GPS module. That's the screws that they send to do this with, okay, to attach the fender. I'm going to highly encourage you to change them out to good socket head cap screws. These are 4mm socket head cap screws, and the reason I'm going to tell you to do that is because it's going to allow you to accomplish what I'm fixing to do. And what I have here, a 1/4 inch socket with a 4mm hex insert attached to my 1/4 inch drive ratchet. So I've already got this started up in here. For these fenders, I'm also using some rubber coated washers. They're rubber on one side and metal on the other side. So I'm going to stick my socket in here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and run this one in as much as I can. Okay, the next one, hopefully y'all can see it. I'm shooting y'all right between the chain and that part of the frame right there. I'm able to get this one a little bit better. It's just tight hands, you know what I'm saying? Every one of us have to deal with things that are in bad locations, tight locations. And that is done. That's how you do it, y'all. Okay, we're just going to jump ahead here a little bit now. All that's left is, after you put this screw in and this screw in, the hard ones, then the easy ones is all that remains. So the fender stay gets screwed in. I actually use the same type of screws that I used up in there just because I like them. I like them socket head cap screws better. After that, we've got 4 screws that holds the rack on, 2 on each side. Those are really simple. What I do recommend, before you tighten one screw, make sure all screws are started, and that way you shouldn't have any problem. And then, last but not least, put your pedals on. Right hand side, they're marked right and left. Right hand side, right hand threads. Left hand side, left hand threads. Last but not least, put your tail light on, and it's got a nice little switch. On, off. Hey, better than nothing. Okay everybody, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hey, we certainly have enjoyed working on this sweet Freedare Saiga. What we're going to ask you to do now is go down in my video description. There's going to be a link there for Freedare, and go check out this bike. And if you decide you want to purchase this bike, then use my link, if you will, and my channel will get credit for it at no extra cost to you. And hey, but we've always got something for you. We've got a coupon code there for you, RIP100. That's going to get you an additional $100 off an already sweet price, I think. And hey, I'm going to put my email address down in the lower left corner of your screen. And if you got a question about it, something you're not finding the answer out, and you want You want me to check out the bike and shoot you some information, I'll be happy to do that as always. And y'all know what's the rest of the story. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe, reach over there and hit that like, and hit that bell notification. And hey, until we see y'all out there on the trail again, this is Old Rip 1. We appreciate y'all.